Good morning children, welcome to the online class 33. In the last class we discussed about how to control the fire accidents. So some of the chemicals we are using, some of the carbon dioxide and potassium bicarbonate and water we are using, and fire extinguishers we have to call for control the fire, and we off the fire means definitely all that steps we have to be followed with that. So last class we discussed about how do we control the fire accidents and the fire. In this class we continue the types of combustion. What is mean by combustion, you know in that. So now in the types of combustion we will see. There are three types of the combustions. Rapid combustion. Rapid means immediately it will catch the fire. So rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion. That is material suddenly burst. It will be burst means it will be spread to the other things also. That is spontaneous combustion and explosion. Some of the sudden reactions will be known, that is called explosion. So about this, in this class we will discuss and what is meant by the flame and what is meant by the fuel. About the fuel we will discuss in this class. So first, rapid combustion means some of the gas burns rapidly and we produce heat and the light. For example, phosphorus I told you, in the room temperature only it will be catch the fires. Okay, so that type of gas will be leak means it will be easily spread to the other places and it will produce the heat and the light. That is called what? Rapid combustion. So immediately we catch the fire. That is rapid combustion. Next, spontaneous combustion means like a material suddenly burst. For example, crackers we can say, crackers and the forest fires and all. Material suddenly will be burst. That is called what? Even the electrical appliance sometimes will be burst. So that is called spontaneous combustions. And then explosion. Here the sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat and light. So here suddenly it will be explode. That means the reaction immediately will be happen. Suddenly it will be happen. And the evolution of the heat and the light energy. So here large amount of the gas formed in this reaction. The gas will be formed wherever the explosions may come. For example, bomb explosion will be happen means the bomb blast means there like a carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sodium, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. This type of the gas immediately will be produced outside. That is formed. So these are the explosion. This is the types of combustions. Next we are going to discuss about the flame. What is mean by flame? So any, like for example, candle, kerosene lamp, Bunsen burner, that and all you just burn in that, it will be show the flame. That will be some of the shape. Did you know? For example, candle is there. If it will start to burn that, what will happen? The flame will become in this shape. Did you know? So this is called what? Flame. Nothing but flame means we produce the heat and light energy. Heat and light. We can feel the heat nearby the lamp and we can see the light in that. So that is called what? Flame. So about the flame we will be see. Take out the page number 128. Flame. Observe an LPG flame. LPG means we know everywhere in our kitchen we can see the LPG stove gas. It will be blue in color, it will burn. Okay. So can you tell the color of the flame? Blue. What is the color of the candle flame? Yellow in color. Okay. So if we be carefully listen that, we can differentiate the colors in the candle also. So we will be later let's see. Recall your experience of burning the magnesium ribbon in the class 7. Magnesium ribbon is nothing but you have met at last Diwali festival, no? The ribbons and the pencils and all you have burnt that. That powder is called magnesium powder. Okay, so that is once we start the magnesium, it will be start to burn in a green in color. So this do not have experience of burning the remaining items. Whatever that candle we know, if it burns it will be in a yellow in color. So that we have to be mentioned. Materials forming flame on burning. So when once we start to burn the candle, we will get the flame. Is it no? And the magnesium if it will burn, we will get the flame. And camphor. Camphor if it will burn means camphor doing puja, karpura we will get. No, that is camphor. That is if it will burn means it will give the flame. And kerosene stove, it will be give. Like a charcoal, if it will start to burn means it will give the flame, but we can see the heat nearby in there. Okay. So these are the substance materials. What are the substances can able to give the flame or the burning. Next. Okay, now we discuss what is the structure of the flame. The structure of the flame means the shape will become once we start to burn the candle, the flame we can see that is heat and the if we go nearby that we can feel the heat. At the same time we can see the the shape of the light in that. Is it no? So that is called what? Structure of the light. So all the materials, burning materials cannot be able to give the flame. Some of the materials it can able to give the flame. That is for the candle. If you are burning the candle, it can able to give the flame. And if you be burning the kerosene oil lamp or Bunsen burner, so this one it can able to give the flame. Next, if it be burn the coal or the charcoal next, we won't get the flame in that. Only the heat will be produced. We cannot see that structure of the flame and that. Okay. So here, while flame will be produced, by the time we can check out whether it is complete process or not while burning that. How we have to check out means, when start to the burn the candle means candle, by the time we have to insert the glass slide in that. Otherwise, keep on the glass slide upon the flame. By the time black color residues will be appear on the glass. Otherwise, in the slide. So that black color residue is called what? Remaining carbon substance. That is the incomplete process of the residues in the burning substance. Okay, that only they have given in the 10.11 and 10.12 activity. That you have to be in that. Here, a circular blackish ring is formed on the glass plate. It indicates the deposition of unburned carbon particles. So the deposit, black color deposit is there. No, that is unburned carbon substance in there. So this is the flame. We can easily understand in that. So here the flame makes the structure. They have given different zones of the candle. They have given that. I draw the structure of the board. You can understand. Next, what is the structure of the flame? So the flame means, I told you, it will produce the heat and the light while we burning the candle. This is the structure of the flame. So here there are three parts in that in the flame. First is the very hottest, that is there is the outer zone of the complete combustion. There the process completed, the burning will be completely burned in that the things. Okay, so that is the outer zone of the complete combustion. So there the flame, the outer side we can see in a blue in color flame. Okay, so this is the blue in color. This is called what? Outer zone of the complete combustion burning. That will be looking like in a blue in color. Okay, next is the middle zone of the particles combustion. That we can see in a yellow in color. In your textbook you can see that outer will be blue in color. In the center, middle that yellow in color. So that is the middle zone of the particles where it is burning. That is the middle zone. And then inside that innermost zone of the unburned wax. So here is the unburned wax. Here there is no burning. That's what we can see in a black in color. So some of the vapors here there. So there are the three parts in the structure of the flame: outer zone, middle zone, and the inner zone. Outer zone will be looking like in a blue in color because their complete process, the burning process completed there. So the flame can be seen in a blue in color. But in the middle zone, the particles will be burning. That is the middle. So there is no completion in the burning. So it is look like in a yellow in color. So the innermost of the zone is not burning there. So there you can see that black in color. So hereafter you just see carefully. Don't touch the candle. While burning the candle, you can see, you can differentiate the colors: blue, yellow, and inside is the black. You can easily differentiate that colors, children. Okay. Next. So the outer zone I told you there is very hottest part because I told you that is a completed process there. The burning process is completed there. So it's very hottest part. So if you touch, don't touch in that. If suppose that if any you have an experience that by mistake if you touch in the corner means suddenly we take out our finger. That means that much of the hot, extreme level of the hot there. Okay. So that's called what? Hottest part in the outer zone. Middle zone, moderate hot. That means you are not supposed to keep there your fingers in there. You are not supposed to touch. I am just telling you moderate hot in there. Okay. And then least hot means where the innermost zone is there. Like a unburned carbon substance there. There least hot will be present there. So there are three different hot temperature will be, means the heat will be present in the flame. And then this is the wax. So this is the structure of the flame. Next we are going to see about the fuel. What is meant by fuel? You know very well about the fuels. In the last class, coal and the petroleum was discussed, like a fossil fuels. Fossil fuels means the millions of years ago that because of the natural disasters, some of the plants and the animals, big plants, big trees and the animals, it will be destroyed and it will be settled down underground, and the pressure and the temperature it will be settled upon the millions of years. That substance residues will be become to fossils. Okay, like residues will be come to some of the soil substance. That is called what? coal and petroleum product. This is the way how the fossil fuels are formed in them. So now we will see the what is meaning of the fuel and what is the values like a temperature, how much of the temperature it will be present in that each of the fossil fuels that we will be discussing. What is fuel? Recall that the source of heat energy for domestic and industrial purpose are mainly wood, charcoal, petrol, kerosene, etc. So what is the main source for the heat energy in our home? LPG gas. So you know that. Apart from that, before LPG gas, they used to do the kerosene stove, and before that we used to do the use of the wood. Wood will be burned, and the same we produce like a heat and the light energy. We can use to cook that. Okay. So what are the sources of the heat energy means? We can say wood, charcoal, petrol, and kerosene. These substances are called fuels. So the substance can able to give the heat and the heat energy means that substance is called what? Fuel. Examples we can say wood, charcoal, petrol, kerosene. A good fuel is one which is readily available. It is cheap. Because we are getting from the nature, so it is cheap. It burns easily in the air at a moderate rate. It produces a large amount of heat. So it can able to easily burn, and it can able to easily burn easily in that, and it is a moderate rate of that, and easily it can mingle with the oxygen. It produces a large amount of the heat. It does not leave behind any undesirable substance. While burning the LPG gas, kerosene stove, we can see no residues in that. At the same time, wood if will be burned means the residue what will be get? Charcoal. Like black color residue will be get no solid substance, that is called what? Charcoal. Okay. So that is the behind an undesirable substance. There is probably no fuel that could be considered as an ideal fuel. We should look out for the fuel which fulfill most of the requirements for the particular use. Fuels differ in their cost. Some fuels are cheaper than the others. For example, compare the kerosene to the petrol. Petrol is like the most costly there, to compare to the kerosene. Kerosene to the crude oil is the least product in the kerosene product, so it is very less price. So like that, depending to the burning means carbon content will be make the valuable. The quality will be increased for that. Make a list of fuels familiar to you, group them in the solid, liquid and the gaseous fuel. So before only I told you what are the solid fuels means, we can say wood. Is it no? Wood we can say. Liquid fuel means we can say for the kerosene, oil, this and that we can say. And the gaseous fuel means we can say the carbon dioxide, LPG gas, CNG, compressed nitrogen gas we can say for that. Okay. So these are the examples for solid, liquid and the gaseous fuels. Next is the fuel efficiency. How much of the fuel efficiency we will be seeing that. So the next topic is fuel. You know that fuel already we have studied in the chapter, in the previous chapter, coal and the petroleum. We discussed about the fuels. So what does it mean by fuel means? Which are the sources can able to produce the heat? Which are the substance can able to give the heat energy? That is called what? Fuel. That may be the fossil fuels or coal and the petroleum. Fossil fuels means coal and the petroleum. Apart from that, wood, clothes, plastics, some of the materials we can say for that. So from the sources, if we get the heat energy, that sources is called what? Fuel. Okay. Example: wood, charcoal. After burning the wood, we will get the residue charcoal. Like charcoal, like only the coal also will get from the nature, coal mine. And petrol and the kerosene. These are the fuels. You know what purpose we are using for this fuels and all. What are the uses of in that? Okay. So there is no fuel means that is the ideal fuel. Okay. So there is no fuel. We cannot use it. Instead of using fuel, we can use for the natural gases like the CNG. Methane gas we can use for that. Okay. So instead of fuels, we can use for the electricity. So these are the ideal fuels we can say for that. Next, fuel efficiency. How to measure the fuel in the measurements means the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion. Once the process will be completed in the burning, the process is completed now. So the amount of heat, how much amount of the heat produced in the process, that is of 1 kg of the fuel if it burn means. Easily you can understand. Take 1 kg of the coal, it will start to burn that. It is fully completed to burning. The process completed. So how much of heat produced from in the process, that is called what? caloric value. So we have to measure that as 1 caloric value. Okay. So now we will see what is meant by the fuel efficiency. In page number 130 they have given types of fuels. Suppose you were asked to boil a given quantity of the water using powder, coal and the LPG as fuel. Which fuel would be preferred? That means which can able to give more quantity of the heat. Definitely that is the like a LPG, because it's have more higher temperature and the higher quantity of the heat in that. So it easily will give the heat for the substance in that. Okay. So give you a reason. You may take the help of your parents. Do these 3 fuels produce the same amount of the heat? The amount of heat energy produced on the complete combustion of the 1 kg of the fuel is called the caloric value. So while burning, like for example 1 kg of the coal, 1 kg of the petrol or whatever that quantity is 1 kg. Okay. So the 1 kg of the substance, if you start to burn, from that substance fuel, we will get how much of the energy, heat energy. No, that is called what? Caloric value. Okay. So next types of fuels they have given. You can write for the solid fuels means you can write the coal, wood. Okay, these are the solid fuels. You have to write the examples in your textbook 10.3 table. First they have given coal. Coal is a solid fuel. So another example is in the wood. Wood also is a what? Solid fuel. Charcoal also solid fuel. So you have to write this 2 in the first column. Solid fuels. Liquid fuels, what we have to write? Kerosene they have given. Even you can write for the petrol and diesel, oil. This is that you can be used to write that. Gaseous fuels you can write in the like a natural gas, CNG, natural compressed gas, and methane we can write to that. Okay. So these are the gaseous fluids. So there are 3 types of fuels: solid, liquid and the gaseous state. So 1 kilojoule, what is the unit of the caloric value? The fuel means it's expressed in the unit called kilojoule by kilogram. Kilojoule. Joule is a scientist name, kilojoule by kilogram. This is the unit. 1,50,000 the caloric value. So different types of the fuels they have given the calorific value. Okay, so that you have to be go through in a textbook. Next is the burning of fuels leads to harmful products. So whenever we are burning any fuels, it will be produce enormous amount of the unwanted harmful gases in our environment. So that gases it will be mingled to the air. It will be polluted by the environment. Okay, so it is polluted totally in the environment. That environment air only we are breathing, like oxygen we are intaking. That will be polluted air. If we breathe in that means definitely we will get the like a disease, means our lungs will be affected. So the breathing organs will be affected that. So what are the harmful effects will be getting to us, that we will be seeing. Burning of fuels leads to harmful products. The increasing fuel combustions has harmful effects on the environment. Definitely, it will be cause the pollution in the environment. Carbon fuels like wood, coal, petroleum release unborn carbon particles. These fine particles are dangerous pollutants causing respiratory disease such as asthma. So this type of unborn means like incompleted process, that carbon will be residue that will be produced in the environment, means that will be mixed in the air. That air only we are breathing in that. So we will get the respiratory problem, particularly we will get the lungs problem, that is such as asthma. Okay. So incomplete combustion of these fuels gives carbon monoxide gas. So that incomplete process, whenever we are burning any fuels, that is incomplete. Off only burn, remaining off will be means that residue carbon will be reached in our ozone. Okay. So then what will happen? Carbon monoxide will be more increased in that. Then our global warming will be means our earth will be getting to more temperature. Okay. So we should be avoiding that. It is dangerous to burn coal in a closed room. The carbon monoxide gas produced can kill persons sleeping in that room. So whenever we will be like a closed room, we are not supposed to be sleep. Why? Means there is only carbon dioxide will be present, because while breathe out only the carbon dioxide will be fulfilled this room. So if you are not opening the windows in that means like the oxygen won't be enter into the room. Only the carbon dioxide only will be entering only present in the room, means that is not good for our health. We cannot be breathe properly, so that will kill the person. Okay, so that's what in the night time also we are not supposed to sleep under the trees, under the trees. So simply they will be telling the devils will be, that is wrong in that actually. Whenever in the night times the respiration, by the time carbon dioxide will be explode outside by the trees. So we are not supposed to be sleep under the tree. Okay, so that is the reason. Combustion of the most fuels release carbon dioxide in the environment. Increased concentration of the carbon dioxide in the air is believed to the causes of global warming. So whatever we are burning the fuels, it will reach to the atmosphere, and the atmosphere air will be polluted. Then earth will be getting to the more, means ozone layer will be depleted. All the sunlight will be reached to our earth. So we will be getting to the UV rays, infectious harmful rays will be reached to our body, and we will be get to the skin disease. And as soon as acid rain, you know very well, whenever we will be burn the nitrogen and the sulfur products, by the time we will get the oxides of the sulfur and the nitrogen. So it will be mixed in the air. Then the chemicals will be mingled in the air. Whenever we will get the rain, by the time that acids will be mingled in them. So we will get the acid rains. The acid rains are very harmful for the living things. So these are the problems while we burning all these fuels and all. So we should be avoid to use the fuels. We should be go for the unpolluted fuels in our future for the next generation. Okay, children. So whatever I explained in this lesson, go through the textbook, and in the next class I will give the assignment and the